Welcome to SPK English Academy. I am Sen Basappa, English teacher at Government Adarsh Vidyalaya, Baswan Bhagyawadi, Vijaypura district, Karnataka state. In today's video, I will discuss modern novel part 2. Already I discussed modern novel 1, 2, and today I will discuss modern novel 3 and another modern novel 4, 5 I am going to discuss in the next videos. See, in this modern novel part 3, mainly I am discussing the great three English modern novelists. Those are Somerset Maugham, E.M. Forster, D.H. Lawrence. So these three are very important modern English novelists. Now we'll discuss one by one. What are their works? Which is their masterpiece? And what are the characters of their novel in detail? See, Somerset Maugham, he is one of the prominent novelists and sad story writers of the modern times. He is interested in three problems: the problems of renunciation and materialistic craze for possession, then the problems of love and human predicament. Predicament means the critical condition of the human being, how they are adjusting in this world. See, futility and meaninglessness of the human life. So mainly Somerset Maugham's novels deal with three main important problems: the problems of renunciation and materialistic craze for possession. This is the first. Second one, the problem of love and human predicament and futility. The third one is meaninglessness of the human life. These three are the main important problems that Maugham's novels deal with. Life seems to him a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. So, see, this quotation was asked in the previous question paper of both NET and also KSET papers. So, according to Somerset Maugham, life seems to him a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. See, according to Walter Pater, Walter Pater is the modern great critics who says arts for art's sake of human bondage is one of the most moving accounts of loneliness in our language. See, Of Bondage is very important novel written by Somerset Maugham. So on this novel or of human bondage, this Walter Pater commented it is one of the most moving account of loneliness in our language. Now to look at works of Maugham. See, The Moon and Sixpence, published in 1942. Of Human Bondage, published in 1934. It is the masterpiece of Somerset Maugham, and it is also a semi-autobiographical novel of Somerset Maugham. Then Cakes and Ale, the research is it's also very important. The Secret Agent, this is also very important. The Tenth Man, The Magician, The Painted Veil. See, you have to read in detail the Of Human Bodies, The Researchers, and Secret Agent. These three are very important novel. Now look at another one great novelist in every universities. In every universities, his book, great book that is A Passage to India, is set for study. So in every question papers, either it is a state level net question paper or the national level net question paper, there is a question on his novels and his critical theory. That is E.M. Foster. E.M. Foster. See, E.M. Foster is popularly famous for his passage to India, that passage to India, which deals with the relations between the British and the Indians. See, E.M. Foster was born in 1879 at Marylebone, London, United Kingdom. Foster was an English fiction writer, essayist, and librettist. Many of his novels examine class difference and hypocrisy. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature in 16 separate years. See, E.M. Foster was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature in 16 separate years. I think no one other novelist or dramatist huh, nominated for this Nobel Prize for 16 separate years. But he was nominated, but he was not awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. See, he was one of the members of the Bloomsbury Group. So in the law, I'm going to discuss this Bloomsbury group in the video 5. Bloomsbury group includes, that is, E.M. Foster, Virginia Woolf, Dorothy, and also James Joyce. These four are the leading members of this Bloomsbury group. See, he was a great symbolist. E.M. Foster was a great symbolist. He was a prominent novelist and short story writer of the modern age. A Passage to India is his masterpiece and best novel. He was social critic and reformer who used symbolism as means of his social purpose. See, another great work, that is Aspects of Novels, which was published in 1927, and Famine Note in Literature, are great literary critical work of E.M. Pocher. See, Aspects of Novel is written by E.M. Pocher and Art of Fiction is written by Henry James. So these two novels these two works, critical works, written how to write novel. Remember, this question was asked in the last question paper in the matching questions. Now to look at works of E.M. Pocher. See, very important, Where Angels Fear to Tread, published in 1905. The Longest Journey, published in 1907. A Room with a View, Howard's End. See, very important and popular novel, that is Passage to India, which was published in 1924. Maurice, 1971, published posthumously, means after the death of the author. And Sad Stories, The Celestial Omnibus, 1911. The Eastern Movement and Other Stories, 1928. And also this E.M. Foster wrote two plays, but these were not successful. See, Abinger Pageant, England's Pageant. These two are the plays written by E.M. Foster. So now we have to look at the most important, very dominant, another modern novelist, that is D.H. Lawrence. He is regarded as the creator of the psychological novel in English language, in English literature. See, Lawrence was born in Eastwood, Nottinghamshire. His father was Arthur Lawrence, was a uniformed, uneducated coal miner who barely knew to write his name. Totally, his father was an uneducated coal miner. He was unable to read and write. Lawrence's mother belonged to a middle class family. In one of the parties, she met Arthur and married him in 1875, little knowing what it was like to be a coal miner's wife. See, the married life of Lawrence was quite unhappy. It was an endless battle between sophistication and coarseness, decency and drunkenness, education and ignorance. D.H. Lawrence is one of the most disputed geniuses in the history of the modern English novel. He has been exclusively praised as well as exclusively abused. His preoccupation with sex has resulted in his being condemned as a sex maniac, and there are many who still regard him as a turner out of cheap sex novels. He was a pioneer of psychoanalytical novel or fiction. Psychoanalytical fiction. See, works of D.S. Lawrence. The White Peacock, this is the first novel written by D.S. Lawrence, which was published in 1912, and the second Trespasser, published in same year 1912. The Sons and Lovers, which was published in 1913, best novels, most wide-read novel. See, its original title is Paul Morrell, and largely it is autobiographical novel of D.H. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence had a sexual relationship with his own mother. So this deals with that theme. See, next important novel, that is The Rainbow, which was published in 1915. It is called as Three Generations novel. See, it is called as Three Generation novel. See, this question is asked in the previous Karnataka KSET question. Which of the following is Three Generation novel of D.H. Lawrence? See, The Rainbow, which was published in 1915, is a three generations novel. See, Women in Love, published in 1920, Adron's Rod 1922, Kangaroo 1923, The Plum Serpent 1926, Lady Chatterley's Lovers 1929. It's also important novel. So, if you have to study Sons and Lovers and Rainbow and Lady Chatterley's Lovers in detail, because the question are asked in the previous question paper separately on these novels and themes and character relations. You need to read these three novels of D.H. Lawrence. So see, these three modern novelists are very important. You study their important works, that is masterpieces, and also we'll discuss the remaining novelists in the next coming videos. Video novel, modern novel, video 4 and 5 are there. I'm going to discuss in the next days. So, thank you for watching my channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel, and also please share and comment and encourage, support me to do the next videos. Thank you. Wish you all happy Yugadi